We're all interacting with artificial intelligence more and more, right? But have you ever really stopped to think about what that relationship should look like? Is AI just a tool, an assistant, or could it be something more? Today, we're diving into a really powerful idea that frames AI not as a replacement for your brain, but as a genuine partner for your mind.
And this right here is the core philosophy behind everything we're about to talk about. It's a huge shift in perspective. What if AI wasn't about just offloading our thinking, but was actually a way to expand it, to make us smarter?
So, who's behind this idea? This philosophy comes from Keith Kilroy. He's not only the CEO of Cognosense AI, where he's developing this very methodology, but he's also the COO of the One Planet Education Network, or OPEN, where he's actually proving it works in the real world. So this isn't just theory, it's already being put into practice.
Okay, so what problem is this whole thing trying to solve? It's the trap of treating AI like some kind of all-knowing but totally mysterious AI oracle. You know the feeling. You ask it a question, you get an answer, but you have absolutely no idea how it got there. It's a black box.
And that leads us to these two very different paths. On the one hand, you've got the AI oracle. It's a black box, it creates dependency, and it just hands you final answers. Over time, that can lead to something called cognitive atrophy, where our own thinking skills get a little dull. But the goal, the path on the right, is to have a cognitive partner, one that's transparent, that builds your fluency in a subject, and then actually helps you ask better questions to expand your own intellect.
So if the AI oracle is the problem, well, what's the solution? It's this new philosophy, one that completely reframes AI as a true cognitive partner.
This partnership is really built on three key ideas. First, fluency over dependency. That means you learn how and why the AI works, not just that it works. Second, agency through understanding. When you get it, you can use it responsibly, not just with blind trust. And finally, the really exciting part, human-AI coevolution. This is about creating a new kind of intelligence that's way smarter than what either a person or a program could ever be on its own.
This all sounds fantastic in theory, but how does it actually, work? Well, the core idea is this fascinating little paradox. To really learn from the AI, you first have to teach it how to teach you.
So how do you do that? How do you crack open that black box and turn a simple tool into a real partner? It all starts by changing the kind of conversation you're having with it.
The method is a kind of Socratic dialogue with the AI. It's a four-step loop. First, you don't just ask for an answer. You prompt the AI by asking it how to test itself. You literally say, "How do I challenge this?" or "How can I check your work?" Then the AI helps you. It helps you write the perfect prompt or design a test for its own logic. Third, you execute that test together, with the AI basically acting as your lab partner. And finally, and this is so important, you interrogate the whole process. You review every step, constantly asking why, until you genuinely understand how it got there.
You see what's happening there? It's this incredible feedback loop. It's teaching you exactly how it thinks at the very same time you're teaching it what you need to know. It's mutual learning in action.
And like I said, this isn't just some thought experiment. This methodology is already out there, being used to solve some serious real-world problems.
And this is happening in partnership with the One Planet Education Network. We're seeing amazing things. In smart agriculture, students are using machine learning to predict exactly when crops need water. For environmental monitoring, local AI models are helping spot problems in air and water quality. And for disaster resilience, communities are building their own off-grid weather prediction stations. In every single one of these cases, it's about empowering people with AI literacy to solve their own local challenges.
So when you put all this together, the philosophy, the method, the real-world results, it all points to one huge idea. This isn't really about the technology. It's about what the technology can unlock inside of us. It's about expanding your own mind.
And this quote just hits the nail on the head. The purpose isn't to find an easier way to get an answer. It's about using this new kind of partnership to expand our own intellect, to push our creativity, and to develop entirely new ways of solving problems.
Think of it like this. Engaging with AI as a cognitive partner is a direct antidote to mental laziness. It forces us to ask better questions, to challenge our own assumptions, and to literally build new ways of thinking.
This isn't just about learning to use AI, it's about using AI to evolve how we think.
And that really leaves us with one final question for you to think about. The next time you use an AI, ask yourself, are you just using a tool to get a task done? Or are you engaging with a teacher that can help you expand your own mind? The choice and the opportunity is all yours.